It's your girl, Welcome to China, and welcome to my channel. And baby, the bitch is back. It's Brittany, bitch. I'm back. Brittany's back. I'm back. We're all here. We got so much to talk about, you guys. But anyway, this is a video. You read the title. Me telling you where I've been all this 5 months I've been gone. I have new subscribers. I have new friends, new people in my life. So I just need to update everybody so we're all here. You know the deal. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post on YouTube because I'm back. And make sure you subscribe. Simply that. You guys, I already got my cocktail going. I got my Minetto, whatever, my Prosecco to get the ball rolling because a lot has changed. I did make a list, so let's get into it. First things first, the reason why I left YouTube for so long is because I was having an existential internal crisis about what I was going to do with my life because I quit acting because I had mental issues and my mental issues subsided and I still didn't want to act because I started dating someone who makes good money and gave me a luxurious life. And then I realized I still like to work, so I went back to work. But I went back to work because I realized that I needed more things to do during the day. And I'm going to backtrack. I got back into acting. I got headshots done. I got back into acting. My beautiful boyfriend, he paid for my headshots. Again, I stopped acting because it was a big investment that me and my family was trying to make when I was in college. My mind wasn't right. I couldn't get to Chicago from Detroit. We had a lot of drama going on. So it's just not convenient. When you're an entertainer or a content creator and trying to make it, you still have to have money to invest in yourself. So he paid literally $600 for my headshots. They're amazing. I have been booked and I did get an agent. See, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that was the thing. So anyway, I decided to start working, but I said, okay, let me just pick up a job during the summer. I said, maybe I want to work with kids. Kids? I don't do kids. I like my kid cousins. I like my older, teenage cousins, but children, I don't have any. My best friend just had my god baby. That's the only baby I really mess with. So, I don't do children. But the local girls club was hiring. Yes, it's called Girls Inc. I work with an all-girls nonprofit, which does after-school care, summer camp, mentoring, all that type of thing. So anyway, long story short, I ended up getting a job on their young women's leadership team, and it was me and 3 other girls, and we took the girls on a field trip every single day. So I've been to the White Mountains. I've been to Mount Washington. I did the Cog Railway there. That's one of the biggest mountains here. I've been to the alpaca farm. I've been surfing. We did all types of stuff. So my summer consisted of working with girls and being on the Young Women's Leadership team. Now they hired me not because I have a background in teaching, not that I have a background in kids and mentorship, but because I have such a strenuous and really good resume. Y'all know I used to work political. I used to do social media evaluations. I now work with kids. I'm an actor. So it worked. So long story short, they're bringing me on full time. We're working through it to be their arts and crafts coordinator to put on some type of show at the end of the year for the girls. So right now, the girls don't have anything with the arts. So I'm going to be implementing that. So your girl ended up getting a job position created for her because she did good. So that's where I'm at right now. I've been off for 2 weeks from school. So that's honestly why I said school, from summer camp in between. I work teacher hours if it works for you. And then also, y'all, I may become an assistant teacher. I'm not sure. I like that 9 to 5, 7 to 3 schedule and having my weekends off and having the holidays off and things like that. The thing that I don't like, though, about my new career choice is the money. The money cut is terrible, baby. My checks were sometimes like $1,750 when I was working political. When I was working with Bernie, I was getting like $2,100 checks sometimes, depending on hours. Baby, they do not pay to deal with the kids. That's what I want to say. If you work with children, I empathize because now I work with kids. They don't want to pay you. I had to have them pay me $4 more. And my boss told me that was it. I couldn't get any more. I was already making more than everyone else because of my background. So it ain't no money working with the children, but I picked up acting again. So let's go ahead and get into that because that's going to be helping out my pockets. Even though my boyfriend take care of me, I still want to be able to contribute to the household as I should. And especially with acting, it's big money. So I'm going to be big money bag yo like him too. So next thing on the list is I got back into acting. You guys. I have a BFA degree in acting. I got it in 2018. I did not do anything with it for the past 4 years that I've been out of college. I can't believe it. Wow, I'm an OG now. And I decided to get back into it this year. It got down to a conversation that I had with my boyfriend, because y'all know I like conversationalist pieces and I like to talk to people and help people. I was like, should I just give up and say, fuck acting, and should I just become a therapist or a counselor or something and go back to school? He said, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You should get back into acting. Now, acting for me was obviously my passion. I studied it, but I had PTSD. I had PTSD. The Lord has saved me from that in therapy. Anyway, so when I connotated acting, I connotated me throwing up from anxiety, me being stressed out, me not having a life. Studying acting technique is much different than when you're actually acting and in the field doing it as an adult. They like really messed us up in school, so it was very difficult for me to, really get my hands on things as an adult. So I really didn't have a basis to start, but as I told y'all, we ended up getting the headshots done. My boyfriend paid for it, so headshots happened. Now, shout out to my headshot girl. I ended up going with somebody who was much younger. I didn't agree with some of our professors in college about where we went for our headshots, but I didn't have any say, whatever, but I ended up going with a younger creative, and she ended up doing an amazing job. So it was the best $600 investment for my career thus far that we have made. So that's that. Headshots happened. For people who do not know, headshots is like your resume and your business card. In acting, they don't really care your talent. They can teach it. I mean, it's better when you do have the talent, but if you have the look, then you're booked. I'm gonna get to the part where I talk about my agent, but my agent said that to me when she was interviewing me, and she signed me on the spot, just saying, So that's that. So I had to get my headshots, and then I had to wait 2 months and just wait to hear back. So I heard back from a couple of agencies, and I decided to take on an interview with the agency that I'm with now, WSM Talent. So shout out to them. They're based out of Boston and New York, actually. So I can get gigs in Boston and New York. So I ended up having an intern reach out to me from there. I set up an interview, and then I ended up getting signed on the spot. Now, this happened I got my headshots done in April on Easter, and then I started submitting in May, and then after that, I would say y'all took about 3 months for me to start hearing back, and then I signed. To put it into perspective, I'm very blessed and so thankful that I got one so fast. That was the biggest thing. If you don't have an agent, you can't book and become actually a lucrative actor. You need an agent. That's what it is. You don't find jobs on Google. You don't find jobs on Backstage that are lucrative to get into SAG-AFTRA. I'm non-union. I want to become a union actor. I'm talking about real actor stuff, y'all. So look it up. But what I'm saying is, get your agent if you are an actor. Let me know if you want me to do more videos about acting. I don't know what y'all like, but that's that. So I do have an agent. Shout out to them. And I did book my very first acting gig since I've been a professional actor, since those 4 years since I took a break. Again, I never acted after college. I just took a break, so it's just like I just got out of college and I'm starting my career. This is why it's booming, I guess, because I'm actually giving it a chance and my mental health is together. I booked a Zoom web parody for this production company that does like credit card fraud videos and whatever. It's just a tech company. So they needed actors to do a Zoom parody for them for one of their seminars. So I got booked for that. That was just a quick $300, but I'll take it. And I ended up booking that 3 days into having my agent. So I wouldn't have found that gig on Google. So I got a gig already. Cheers to that. Next update. You like, dang, Chynna, it's a lot going on. Yes, I joined a musical. I know, I joined a musical. Now, let me talk to you about musicals. I haven't done a musical since Spamalot when I was in my, I want to say, sophomore year of high school. You know, high school theater is a bust. It's either you have it or you don't, and I hated it. By senior year, I just knew I was going to study it, so I was just helping out directing the little kids. So anyway, I joined a musical. The musical was called Bubble Boy the Musical. I ended up finding this gig and getting the role of Slim within the last 3 weeks before they were about to put on the show. It was a longer process, but they couldn't find an Indian actor and a Hispanic racially ambiguous actor. Y'all know I'm black, but I can play racially ambiguous. So it was just hard. And you can't have white people play other people of color. That's just tasteless. Don't do it. If you ever think about it, it's giving blackface. So they couldn't. So they were just waiting for another brown actor. And we live in New England. We live in Boston. We live in New Hampshire. So they couldn't find one for the longest time until ding, ding, ding. I started to join all these actor pages and actor groups on Facebook. And my director, Jordan, was like, hey, I'm looking for someone to fill these roles. And I said, oh my God, girl, hey, here I am. What's up? And then our artistic director and the creator of our theater company that I worked with, Dive In, I actually used to work with her brother. He was one of my interns, and I ended up getting him a job as an organizer working with Bernie when I was working on the Bernie Sanders campaign. So she saw my name and recognized it, and we had the connection, and then I auditioned, and it was cool ever since. The audition process was great. I think for me, it was just simple, and that was it. Sing a song. They needed me. Obviously, it was fast community theater, so it did what it did. The show came and passed. It was the 5th through the 12th of August, so it was 2 weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Great. I had to rehearse every day after work, long hours. I like theater. Theater is just not rewarding in the regard unless you are a Broadway actor, and I'm not taking up doing theater professionally. I'm taking up doing TV and film because that's where the most money is. It's not worth it for the money. So we get a stipend, and how the stipend works is all the money you make from the 2 weekends, the 3 shows, and you split it amongst everybody. So cast, crew, it was probably about 20 of us, so we're gonna be splitting some, couple thousand actually amongst 20 people. So, I'm gonna get my little $200-$300 check. I don't know, probably gonna be like $150, but you better get paid something for your work is what I'm saying ultimately. So that's that. I joined a musical. That was very cool, great experience. I got to network and meet a lot of different people. I think the big question is will I do more theater shows? I think so. I think I actually will take on one more. Probably top of the year. I think I'm just getting a feel for what's out there. Holiday. Maybe I'll do a holiday show, but I like my holidays, so we'll see. But I'm doing TV and film full time now. Theater was just to get me back in the groove, and it got me back there. It got me right, ultimately, what I'm saying. Next thing, mental health. So you guys know, mental health has always been a big part of my channel, a big part of myself, because I struggle with my generalized anxiety disorder, all those things. I did want to give you guys a life update that I am feeling much better. You guys know that I was on medication and taking that journey. Recently, when I started back working and getting my life back together and having more positive stimulus, over the past couple months, I decided to stop taking my medication. Obviously, I don't live a life of wanting to be on medication for my anxiety the whole time, but I still use my sleep medicine because I still struggle with sleeping. But I did want to do an update on that and hold you guys accountable too. Get your mental health together. It took me 4 years to get my mental health together to the point where I could start back acting and starting my career. So if that's holding you back, that was a big thing holding me back. So that's always going to be my advice about that, is to get it together, because it helped me. I was able to start back acting again and living my life. So that's been very cool. Something else I want to bring up to you guys is that I did go on a journey and try to make more friends, and I did end up starting to interact with a lot more women, Black women, luxurious women, women who like the things that I like, and I joined this Facebook group called Black Women in Luxury. Shout out to them. And it's like 50,000 people now, and I was able to connect and meet so many people. I met a really, really, really cool person that I consider one of my close friends now, who's a doctor in Virginia. She's very cool. I have tons of internet aunties. I found my mentor on there. Shout out to Deetria. She's great. So something for me, I think that I found was community when I don't necessarily have the community around me, but I definitely am a Facebook auntie, and I do definitely plan to meet up with all the different women that I did meet there. But I say find community on Facebook, find like-minded people. I'm in a city that's very kind of like run down. Everybody's just kind of, people be on drugs out here. It's not really my vibe. So I had to connect with a lot of people outwardly. And then also I did run into somebody that I used to be friends with, and in the past, if I ran into somebody, I probably would have taken myself out of that situation. But sat at the bar, she was bartending that day, my girl and I had drinks and ate, and I was actually able to get past the situation, seeing somebody that hurt me and somebody that upset me. Otherwise, if it was back in the day, I would have been upset. So speaking of that, I did realize that I do prefer to have friends who are, I would say, either older than me or living the same lifestyle as me. So what I mean is somebody who working, somebody who's trying to get money, somebody who likes nice things. Y'all know, big thing about me is I live a luxurious lifestyle. That's always a big part of me. So I found myself that I'm just trying to, I'm getting out of that stage of going out all the time and partying. I still go out and party, but I mostly get messed up just with me and one of my girlfriends or my friend Jose, my gay buddies, and we just have a good time and have drinks during the day. Now, can I stay out all night? I'm getting past that point. No. I'm like 26 and a half, going on 27. I was actually talking to my friend Liz about this. I can't stay out all night. I can't hang all night. I don't have it in me. I partied hardy and had a good time when I was living in Detroit, when I lived in Chicago. Midwest partying is just like partying down in the South. I had a good time. I think that I'm just timed out now and I'm getting a little bit older. And I think that's okay. So I think I'm realizing that I'm spending my time doing a lot of different things, but I'm getting back heavily into my content creation, and I want to have more content creation friends and things like that. So I've been opening my realm, basically what I said, but I'm still acting how I act. If you get on my nerves, you're cut. So I actually had to do that with a few people here or there in life, but that's just that. But do I have any big complaints now about the people who's in my life? Absolutely not. Relationship, everything with that is pretty, we out here, we're here. And I think that answers the question. If it's no complaints, then it's good. I think that I'm actually realizing that we're gonna be a part of each other's life forever, referring to my boyfriend and I. So that's something that's fun and something that's nice. You guys see my promise ring. We talk about all that fun stuff, but I think right now we're still trying to set up the pieces for our dynasty in order to do that investment for the wedding, the ring, all those nice things that we want to have for ourselves. We're also getting a dog, so that's exciting. We're getting a Aussie Doodle, which is an Australian Shepherd mixed. So we're actually picking the dog up from the Metro Detroit area. So my hometown, because it was much cheaper getting the dog in Michigan, the dog's still $1,500, but here they were like $3,500. So if I were to get it in New England, Boston area, it was gonna be like $3,000. This dog's like $1,500. Animals are still overpriced, to my opinion, but I know people be paying like $3,000, $5,000. So whatever floats your boat. We're in our little interim doggy for right now. We're probably gonna get another one day, but we're just doing one for now. Live in an apartment. So that's exciting, something for us to look forward to. You know, I don't do kids. I told you I ain't got no children. So that's something that ain't coming soon, in no time soon. So don't ask. So anyway, y'all, that's pretty much been all my life updates. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I didn't. I mean, and as you guys can see, I lost a little bit of weight. I did lose a lot of weight actually over the summer. I lost about 15 pounds, which for me, I wasn't huge, but it made a difference. Like my arms ain't flapping like they used to, looking good. So that's been good. So everything's been going well. I'm going to keep creating content. My biggest thing for you guys, continue to follow Welcome to Chynna on YouTube. Continue to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. I also just started my Instagram foodie page. Super exciting. I eat so much food. I review so much food. I cook so much food that hopefully this will be something that will be lucrative to the Welcome to Chynna brand and all that fun stuff. So follow that at Auntie Eats First, all the socials, all that. I love you guys. Of course, let me know what content you want to come next, but I will be back very